Alrighty. I lost track of how many times I've tried this. I don't think I'm meant to read this book. The Walk in the series. Walk in the Light series, Restoration by Tad Bennett. Hear the dogs lapping. Anyway, I am trying to read this. I am on chapter 2, which is the fall of creation. I will put the link to his website and to his YouTube channel where he does intros to his books, which are really awesome. I would suggest that you buy this book and read it, as I do stumble and stutter and I cannot pronounce words half the time and I am slow. And it would be cool if you bought it and read it along with me. Then you could correct me. But anyway, I'm gonna read starting chapter 2. I did this before, but I think I was really tired because when I watched it, it was like just that's the other dog now. They're so funny. I will have to make a video of them for my other channel. Alrighty. Chapter 2, The Fall of Creation. While evolutionary concepts generally portray mankind on an upward journey from chaos to perfection, those that believe the scriptures see a once perfect creation on the downward spiral towards destruction. I see that. Judgment and ultimately renewal and restoration. These are the two diametrically opposed paradigms which result in very different views of the universe. One person sees purpose, creation, and the other sees random chance. Each paradigm requires faith in man or faith in Elohim. I mean, I think it takes actually more faith to believe in, for lack of better words, the Big Bang Theory. I mean, to think that we came from nothing or by chance or, I mean, and I always thought about this, and I'll put that in there in a minute. It's like super hot. I mean, I wear my hair up a lot because I don't have makeup on because as soon as you walk outside, it's like it melts. You melt when you walk outside. It is really hot right now. Not that. Alrighty, get back on track, Evelyn. In fact, belief in evolution takes much more faith than belief in Elohim. Those who believe in evolution exercise blind faith because there is no witnesses to evolution, nor is there any evidence that this world was created by chance or that mankind evolved from simple matter. I feel like I'm sitting really low. Right. I shouldn't be yelling. The law of probability make evolution so improbable that you can safely say it is impossible. An evolutionist cannot even explain how matter or energy came into existence to form all that existence supposedly evolved. Make no mistake about it, evolution is a religion, or rather an anti-religion, cloaked behind science instead of faith in the Creator. Evolutionists exercise faith in the various hypotheses and theories of man, science, and the instrumentation and technology which they use in their attempts to explain away the Creator or creation. The scriptures truly are correct when they proclaim, "A fool says in his heart that there is no Elohim." Psalms 14:1, which is also Tehillim in Hebrew. The books have a different name. There was a time when scientists understood that they were studying creation. Now, sadly, science has evolved to the point that most scientists have no need for a creator, and instead of viewing creation as a miraculous complex and intelligently designed, they see it as merely a result of countless random and chance mutations and deviations from an enormous period of time which somehow inexplicably, I should be able to pronounce that, sorry, always improves upon itself, which is then proclaimed as a marvel of nature. Interestingly, evolutionists fail to provide proof of the existence of billions of scrap prototypes that their theories rely upon, and only through very creative artistic ab living can they even attempt to portray mankind's progression. And then he goes into, because I'm not going to, it has all the scientific words about how man came from monkeys and the Homo sapiens and the different names for them as they progress. And it's funny, it's not funny, it's really sad because there were a lot of scientists who were um, believers in the creator, and they were chastised. And if you are a scientist and you believe in creation, then they pretty much just make your life miserable and you cannot get your foot in the door for anything. So they are almost like, for a lack of better words, blackballed, blacklisted, maybe is a better word. Um, but I'm not going to accept um, that I came from nothing, or that I evolved from an ape, and no matter how enticing they make it sound and stuff. I have to say that for me, I have seen things happen, things that have happened to me that you just know that you know. And it's really sad that the people that are so blind and don't want to see that there's more to this world than stuff and things and money and fame, fortune, and whatever. But anyway, it's a whole nother story. So I kind of just skipped that one little blurb there because that's what he went into. While this book is by no means an attempt to disprove evolution, I merely hope to emphasize how pathetically absurd and disprovable it is as a theory. There are plenty of resources available on the subject that discredit both the theory of evolution as well as its major proponents, such as J.B. Lamarck and Charles Darwin. Sadly, most will not receive this vital information in the public educational system or any secular university for that matter. As a result, the fancies of a few select misguided individuals have become accepted truth because that is what is being taught in most modern schools and universities. And I'm a firm believer, though, that with the school system, they are pushing a lot of agendas, political agendas, on our young people of all ages. I mean, they're getting younger and younger where they're pushing the agendas. There's a lot of things they're putting in the schools that I feel are not. Whatever happened to reading, writing, and arithmetic? You know, just learn your. It's just. I remember when I was going to school, and it was a lot more lame than when, say, my uncle went to school. Because, I mean, you see it on the internet all over the place where they had an 8th grade test, and I mean, even college students couldn't pass it. So, I mean, they have dumbed us down so much, it's not even funny. But, I mean, I've seen with the public schools the things that my kids would bring home, and then I would see it's all about feeling good and about yourself. I mean, there wasn't a whole lot of learning like I remember. I mean, just this is a small one. I mean, you used to have to know all the presidents, you had to know all the states, you had to know all the capitals and all of that. I never saw that in any of the grades, and there was just a lot more, and it's just insane. But anyway, I know I'm kind of just rambling on here. Um, it's just sad. For those who believe the spiritual account of creation, one of the most significant events that occurred after creation was the disobedience of mankind, known as the fall of man. The fall was a complex and multifaceted event which is worthy of much study. It is discussed throughout the Walk in the Light series, but for the purpose of this discussion, it is important to recognize that since this event, mankind and the entire creation has been deteriorating from the perfection to death and destruction. And I'm going to stop there. I mean, I could go on. This is when it starts kind of really getting good. But this is already into like 11 and 57, 11 minutes, 12 minutes. Tick, tick, tick. Um, I do believe that we're in the last days. I believe that the birth pangs are getting stronger. Um, that's just me. I just see things around me. I mean, even, and I'm not even getting into the politics or political stuff, but I mean, if you just think about people in general, um, I don't remember there being this much hatred during elections. I know that, I mean, when I was younger and there was a presidential election, for instance, and there was people that, they were on one side or the other, I don't remember there being the the hatred, attacks. I mean, we are supposed to be a free nation. We're supposed to have freedom of speech, and if you wear that red hat, that Trump hat, and you walk down the street, and then you have somebody just beat the daylights out of you because you wore it for no reason at all other than a red hat, um, is just mind-boggling. And the drugs, and I mean, I could go on. Oh my gosh, I could go on because if there's a good YouTube channel if you ever want to watch it. It's called KJ Osborne, the scariest movie ever. And it's not a movie, but he does a lot of videos on signs, things to look for, what's going on. And I would strongly suggest that if you were to watch him, start at the beginning. I mean, start at the oldest video and work your way, or at least, go through them and see what you want to see. But it's amazing. It is just mind-boggling. And people just bury their heads in the sand and they don't want to see what's going on, and it's really sad. Wow. Alrighty. I am going to quit. And I will talk to you guys later. And you all have a good night. I hope to get some comments, like, subscribe, share. Let me know what you think. And I will see what I can plug in here. Y'all have a good night. Bye. I'm going to go play with some doggies there. Let me see if I can show them to you. There's one. There they are. Aren't they just adorable? I just love these guys. All right. Good night. Bye.